tightest room we can make for you guys.
All right, thank you for being here this afternoon. My name is Alex C. I am the first assistant U.S. attorney here in San Francisco. I am joined at the podium by FBI Special Agent in Charge Jack Bennett, Sergeant Spencer Crum, representing the Sonoma County Sheriff Department, Santa Rosa Police Chief Hank Schroeder, Santa Rosa Police Captain Craig Schwartz, and finally Chief Paul Fontana of the Golden Gate Division of the California Highway Patrol. Thank you, everybody. We are here this afternoon to announce that 11 individuals associated with the Hells Angels motorcycle gang have been indicted by a federal grand jury on racketeering charges, including murder, maiming, home invasion robbery, extortion, and witness tampering. An 11-count indictment was returned on October 10, 2017, and was unsealed this morning. Over the weekend, a coordinated law enforcement operation among federal, state, and local agencies commenced on Saturday and resulted in 6 arrests. Although most of the arrests took place in Santa Rosa, there are defendants who were arrested at other times and locations. As I said, 6 were arrested in Santa Rosa. 1 was arrested in San Francisco. 1 was arrested in Boston, and 1 was arrested in Fresno, for a total of 9. The indictment is a result of the extraordinary work of the agents of the FBI who were able to develop the details of the criminal activity dating back to 2002. The indictment will be prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of California here in San Francisco. I remind you that an indictment contains only allegations of wrongdoing, and that the defendants are presumed innocent unless and until they are proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The indictment describes crimes committed by associates of the Hells Angels Sonoma County chapter. Although the indictment does not bring charges against the Hells Angels national organization, it describes how members of the Sonoma County chapter are alleged to have used the national organization as a means to commit conspiracy, to commit murder, assault, maiming, home invasion robbery, extortion, and witness intimidation. The conduct occurred throughout Northern California, Fresno, and elsewhere. Most of the defendants have appeared this morning before the Honorable Sally Kim, United States Magistrate Judge in San Francisco. They now await further proceedings in federal magistrate and district court. Transnational gangs such as the Hells Angels pose a significant threat to safety and security of this country. The Department of Justice's motto is justice for victims and consequences for criminals. Here at DOJ, we are committed to bringing violent criminals to justice, and this indictment is the next step in our mission of finding, prosecuting, and eradicating the threat from transnational gangs to the safety and well-being of this country. I will conclude by saying the successful completion of this operation was possible because of the commitment of the diverse and significant resources of the FBI, the California Highway Patrol, the Santa Rosa Police Department, and the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. Today's announcement is another example of how law enforcement is at its best when we work strategically and collaboratively. And now I would like to turn the podium over to FBI Special Agent in Charge of San Francisco Field Office, Jack Bennett.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Good afternoon. I appreciate you guys squeezing into a really tight room here. Not high dollar accommodations, but the best we can do. I'd like to start by thanking the partners that we have as that contributed much to this investigation. Santa Rosa Police Department, California Highway Patrol, Sonoma Sheriff's Office, and the United States Attorney's Office. This is a team effort, and as Alex said, this is where we are at our finest, is when we get together as a group and everybody brings something to the fight. This is a culmination of a 3-year investigation. It was done comprehensively and very carefully. Members of the Hells Angels motorcycle gang, as you heard, have been arrested not only here in California, but in Boston and also out in Fresno as well. 10 arrests or 13 arrests today. Charges, as you heard, were murder, conspiracy, witness intimidation, and many others. There are ongoing operations as of today as well. Searches and arrests in 16 locations happened Saturday and today. and residents. They are part of the residences and the businesses and the actual motorcycle club itself. Currently, we have about 13 seized weapons. These are tentative numbers. These are going to start moving up. Multiple weapons, at least 10 motorcycles, drugs, and we believe garments that have human DNA and blood. This investigation has uncovered significant criminal activity, and it's not over yet. The organized criminal activity was designed to instill fear in the parts of Santa Rosa that are around these motorcycle gangs. The victims have lost their lives, their property, and the neighbors their sense of safety. So the goal here today, standing with my partners and the agencies here from the FBI, is three goals, and they're pretty simple. Justice for the victims. That is first and foremost. Holding people accountable for their actions. These individuals use violence, fear, and criminal behavior for their own personal gain, for their greed, and for their own power. And we pledge continually to the citizens of the Bay Area, and especially in this case, the citizens of Santa Rosa, that we will not allow this activity to go on. That we will work together as agencies and as partners, and we will make sure that this is done in such a way that when we dissect and dismantle organizations like this, that they don't have the ability to reconstitute. So with that, I think I will allow you open it up to a couple of questions.
How many arrests, sir?
I believe it's 13.
So I have 9.
Yeah. Okay. Bert.
9 arrests, sir. 13 search locations.
I'm sorry. So 9 arrests, 13 locations. Excuse me.
Before you ask questions, please identify who you're from, agency-wise, and your name, please.
Nick Ray, I'm the First Democrat, Santa Rosa. How many homicides were attributed to the Hells Angels in this case, and where did they take place?
Sure. This ongoing investigation. Not at liberty to discuss that right now.
Teresa Stasio, Chronicle News. Can you give us any details as far as this? It sounds like a reign of terror that these Hells Angels were looping up for residents of Santa Rosa.
This is, again, for 3 years, this investigation has been going on. The motorcycle club has been in existence up there for years before that. It's one of the older gangs in motorcycle gangs in the area. So we have been involved in this investigation for the past 3 years.
Evan Sarnofsky, San Francisco Chronicle. Can you talk about any of the individual cases, or these outstanding cases that the public has been aware of and been waiting to hear about?
The cases are going to be, I think they're unsealed, so they'll be on Pacer. You can read some of those individual, but right now we're not going to divulge a lot of that.
Sir, as far as Ars Technica, were there any devices seized as part of the arrest, digital devices, iPhones, smartphones, things of that nature, or weapons or anything else?
Weapons, yes. I believe these days it's pretty comprehensive that when somebody gets arrested, they usually have phones and devices with them. So while I don't have those exact numbers, it would not surprise me if people's phones were not.
Can you speak to the nature of the weapons that were recovered?
Everything from handguns to shoulder-fired weapons.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Abraham has the indictment, copies of the indictment for you, as well as the press release. So any other follow-up questions can be directed towards our media office in FBI San Francisco.
Really appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you very much, especially for the patience of the tiny room here. We'll try and do better in the future to get something a little bigger, but it's a little hard sometimes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.